Dave Powell with Doug Gap behind you. Dave, why is Doug Gap important?
Well, Doug Gap is a secondary gap on the way to Dalton. It's not a water level passage like Mill Creek Gap. You have to climb the mountain, then it's a gap through the palisade. So it's not as useful, it's not as important. But you can see in the distance the entrance to Snake Creek Gap. And if McPherson moves down through Snake Creek Gap, if Doug Gap is unguarded, Confederates can come down into Mill Creek Valley on the west side of Rocky Face via Doug Gap and move to suddenly cork McPherson at the north end. If McPherson goes through Snake Creek Gap and a Confederate division or something is placed at the north end of the gap, then suddenly McPherson is bottled up and cut off from the rest of Sherman's army. So he's going to leave elements of the 20th Corps, initially John White Geary's division of the 20th Corps, to hold Doug Gap for 2 days. And then even after the general movement begins south on May 11th and 12th, infantry regiments are left behind to cover Doug Gap and a lesser trail known as Boyd's Gap, which is even less of a useful gap, but still significant.